This is the MFSTUDIO 5-burner propane gas grill and griddle, and honestly, it's a pretty impressive unit at first glance. The shape is rectangular, offering that classic grill look but with a modern twist. It has a sleek, slightly rugged black finish and a decent size that isn't too overwhelming for my backyard, but big enough to look like it means business. If you're like me and outdoor cooking gets you excited, but not if it's more trouble than it's worth, you'll probably find something to like here. I'll begin with a quick review of the key features for anyone new to grilling or still learning the ropes. This grill and griddle combo means you have 2 cooking zones in one unit. On one side, there's a classic porcelain-enameled cast iron grate, and on the other side, there's a flat, ceramic-coated griddle pan. In my opinion, having this combo makes it super flexible. You want to grill steaks, burgers, ribs? Use the grate. Need to fry eggs, bacon, or even make pancakes for breakfast? Use the griddle. From my experience, having both options opens up so many different meal possibilities, and you don't have to buy a separate piece of gear. Plus, if you're hosting a backyard dinner or a family barbecue, you can cook a lot of things at once. Setup did take some time, and I'll be honest, it looked intimidating when the box arrived. But the instructions made sense, the parts were well labeled, and once I cracked open a drink and got in the zone, it wasn't that hard, just time-consuming. I'd say if you're not used to assembling grills, go slow and don't rush it. I was a bit nervous about missing something, but I didn't find anything too tricky. Everything felt pretty solid once it was put together, especially the wheels. I like that it can be rolled around my patio easily, so I'm not stuck in one spot. For fuel, this grill runs on a standard 20-pound propane tank. Connecting the propane was easy enough, but I'd say always double-check those connections with soapy water to make sure there's no leak before firing it up. Safety first. Each burner has an electronic ignition, so you're not messing around with matches or lighters. Just push the button and you're good to go. That's a small thing, but after using older grills, you appreciate not having to worry about starter fluid or flames leaping up unexpectedly. Now, about the burners. There are 5 stainless steel burners and they output a total of 54,000 BTUs, which is quite a lot of heat for a home grill. For someone who's used cheap, underpowered grills in the past, this means you get fast heat-up times and it stays hot, even when covering the whole surface with food. I noticed the heat was consistent from edge to edge, which helped avoid those annoying hot spots where some burgers get burnt and others are barely cooking. The cooking surface is big, almost 700 square inches. The main grate is great for standard barbecue fare, but I spent most of my first cookout trying out the griddle. It delivered even, steady heat without sticking or burning my pancakes. If you're worried about sticking, both the grate and pan are porcelain and ceramic coated, so they're designed to be non-stick and resistant to rust, which is a huge plus if you leave grills outside like I do. So far, cleaning has been simple. Once it cooled off, residue wiped right off and stubborn bits slid off after a quick soak. Grease management was something I was curious about, because on older grills, I've run into nasty flare-ups or those icky grease fires. Here, the grease funnel design lets all the oil flow into a hanging box under the grill, or for the griddle side, it moves down a channel into an oil cup underneath. From my experience, it works pretty well, but you still need to empty these out after a few cooks, or else you risk overflow and a mess. I'm a fan of the easy access though, since it saves me from tilting or lifting the grill to clean underneath. The overall build quality, in my opinion, feels sturdy, and the porcelain finish is not only visually appealing, but also seems durable against weather. The lid is double-layered, which should help with heat retention. There's a built-in thermometer on top, super handy if you're cooking a roast or something that needs indirect heat, and you want to keep an eye on the temperature inside without opening the lid every 5 minutes. I know some friends use their grills for turkey during the holidays, and this would be perfect for that. Plus, there are hooks on the side for utensils, which keeps things neat. From my experience, this model is perfect for family cookouts, parties, or anytime you're cooking for a crowd. I managed to grill up ribs, burgers, and veggies all at once and kept everything warm until it was time to eat. The side shelf and attached table give you enough space to prep or rest food, which honestly, I never realized I needed until now. The warming rack up top comes in handy if you're cycling food through for a party and don't want things getting cold. Now, a couple things to keep an eye on. The grease management works well if you remember to clean it out after every couple of uses. Otherwise, it does build up fast, especially if you love fatty steaks or bacon. I learned the hard way that skipping this part makes cleanup harder. The glass window in the lid, if your model includes it, mine did, does get really hot and can smudge or stain if you're not careful with splatters, so a simple wipe down after use helps keep it clear. I've heard from other users that extreme temperature shocks can crack it, but personally, I haven't had any problems so far. About portability, it's surprisingly easy to move around thanks to those galvanized wheels, but it's not a featherweight. It still feels like a heavy-duty grill, so moving it on grass is a little tougher than rolling on a patio. Storage-wise, the lower shelf fits the propane tank and your basic grilling supplies, but there isn't a ton of room for bigger bags of charcoal or gear if you like to keep everything together. For me, though, that's not an issue. In my opinion, the MFSTUDIO 5-burner propane gas grill and Griddle combo is perfect for someone who enjoys outdoor cooking, loves versatility, and needs enough space to feed a group. I'd recommend this for backyard grillers who want the best of both classic barbecue and flat-top griddle action without spending a small fortune. It's not the cheapest on the market, but for what you get, the combo zone cooking, the sturdy build, all the thoughtful touches, it's a worthwhile investment. Whether you're just getting started with grilling, or you're upgrading from a basic 2-burner unit, this hits a real sweet spot. In conclusion, this combo grill has made my weekend cookouts way more fun and less stressful. I love that I can flip pancakes for breakfast, then throw on some ribs or burgers for lunch, all on the same surface. Cleanup is easy, the heat is strong and consistent, and it feels built to last. If you're on the fence or overwhelmed by choices, I think this is a smart option that balances price, function, and ease of use. I will leave detailed information about the MFSTUDIO 5-burner propane gas grill and griddle in the comments for your reference. Thank you for watching.